Hey yo, Pay here. It's been a while, but I'm back with another Tier 2 trading video. I haven't made one of these in 3-4 weeks because I've just been building up my trades and I haven't really had any time to edit them, but I'm going to release this in 2 parts because it's over like an hour of footage. So this video is probably going to be like half an hour, 35 minutes long, so I hope you guys enjoy and into the video. I've had this stay from Beyond Dr. Dab's topper forever and I'm finally getting rid of it. So I'm upgrading that with the Frostbite Virtuality headset for Burning Flames Hong Kong Cone and 10 keys pure. So the Dr. Zappa topper I bought for 230 and I'm valuing this at 100 in a trade. So I got 10 keys with it, so I'm paying 320 for this Hong Kong Cone. It's really risky because there's 2 guys showed up at 335 just before I took the trade, but I know this is sold for like 330 pure multiple times, so I'm just going to wait them out hopefully. Here is the cone. It does look pretty nice. I think I've owned one of these before. But yeah, I like all class first gens. They're really nice to sell and they get lots of offers. But I'm just going to hold on to this for a while until the market recovers hopefully. I had my green confetti mining light listed at 75 keys and this guy offered 76 for some reason. I mean, I'm not complaining. I guess he just really wanted it, and just in case there was another buyer for 75, he just offered 76, but yeah, I'm glad to get rid of this. Didn't really like it much at all. So I was looking for some quick souls on firepower, and I found this guy selling his Scorching Flames Das Ubersteinmann and his Victory Lap Unusual Fire. So I picked up the Victory Lap Unusual Fire for 21 keys, which is bots, and the Das Ubersteinmann for 135. This is kind of risky because there is a sell at 165 and the bots are at 121. But I looked at a similar effect, which is Burning, which should normally be lower than Scorching now, but it's got buys at 155. So if I manage to sell it for around 145, I'll be making 10 keys profit, and the Victory Lap I might keep it till Halloween or something. Here it is on Medic. It does look very nice. It's probably one of my favourite Medic hats, and it is Scorching, which is a very nice effect. I'll probably just keep this at 145 for the meantime, and I'll try and get a pure offer. Although I could probably get like an offer of 170 in items if I try hard enough. Just picked up a steaming hazmat headcase. It's a misc for the pyro and the sniper for 130 keys pure. I have never owned one of these, and I mean steaming's an alright effect, but it's not a very nice misc even though it's multi-class. I found this guy selling his Scorching Flames Human Cannibal for around 100 keys on firepowered, and I managed to get him to haggle down to 97 and about half a key in sweets for it. A Scorching Flames all class for that cheap is a pretty rare find. Pretty sure he only did it because like there's a bot at 111 that's been there for a while, but this is only like 5 keys of bots, and I think that I can pretty easily make more than what I paid. Also got a pretty good offer on it so far, but the guy keeps coming off the line, so I can't really contact him much. Doesn't look too bad. Despite being a low tier all class, it's still fine I guess. Looks fine on most classes and goes well on NG and stuff. Also just picked up another very nice medic hat, a Death at Dusk Virus Doctor for 72 keys pure. It is duped and it is a risky trade because the bots are only at 51. But I mainly did this because there's another similar effect, which is Frostbite, has bots at like 90. So I'm thinking that like I can probably get at least 75 for this, or maybe like 80. But I'll probably keep it until some medic man comes along or something, because I do not mind it at all. Death at Dusk, when it's not glitching, is gonna be one of my favorite effects. It's just like purple and black and like with a sun look behind it. But when it glitches, it kind of looks really bad, so that's probably why it's not worth more. But yeah, Virus Doctor isn't a bad hat either. I just bought a Green Angie Killer exclusive for 195 keys pure. It's a pretty nice OG all class, and it's Green Angie. And it's clean, so it's the only one on the market. Should be able to get like at least 200 on this. Kind of bought this on a whim, but I might have paid a bit too much, because bots are only at 180, but the purple Angie bots are like 210 or something, so hopefully I make some profit on it. I finally sold that Kaleidoscope header defense for 21 keys. I kinda just listed at 21 and hoped it would sell. Like there was a bot at 20.98 and it took me 3 days for this to sell for some reason, even though it was literally like 0.02 above a bot. I mean, not sure why it took so long, but glad to have some pure friendly. Found this guy on Firepower that for some reason was interested in the purple confetti bat hat and the earbuds I had. Weren't really selling the earbuds, but he really wanted them for some reason. So he offered 14 for the bat hat, which is fine because I didn't really want it. And he offered like 4 keys, 35 rev, which is the bioda on the earbuds. Which, I mean, it's fine. Like, I was going to sell them eventually because it didn't go with any of my sets, but don't know why he wanted them. He could just bought them off the sellers for the same as the buyers. I don't know. I think it was kind of a mistake to buy this Divine Desire Blitzen Bowl, because I basically paid 35 for it. Well, not 35, but I basically got it for around 35 in items, so I might have paid like 30 for those items or something. But I am selling it for a Haunted Ghost Big Country and 9.5 keys pure. I'm just going to sell this Big Country for 20 keys or something, just going to quick sell it. Because it doesn't look like it too good of an unusual. I mean, it looks alright. Big Country isn't the worst NG hat, it's just not my favourite either. Here it is. Actually doesn't look too bad. Haunted Ghost is a decent effect, I guess, but tends to attract a lot of bots for some reason. Yeah, hopefully I don't get screwed over on this. After a ton of negotiation with Banter, I managed to sell my Sunbeam's Pyromancer's Mask for an Arcana Larkin Robin, Scorching Flames Madame Dixie, and 92 keys pure. So he said he had a current offer of 360 pure on the Larkin Robin, and I can easily get 65 for the Madame Dixie and then 92. That is 517. I paid 510 for this Sunbeam's Pyromancer's, so I'm getting at least 7 keys profit. But if I go by what I think I can get if I wed bit, I can probably get 400 on the Larkin Robin and about 65 still on the Madame Dixie and the 92. So it is about 560 keys, so if I wait a bit I can get probably 50 keys profit. I mean, it probably wasn't that advantageous for me to actually buy the Sunbeam's Pyromancer's Mask, but I kind of liked it, I guess. I did also like the Time Warp Slash and all that, but they didn't have much of a margin for me to sell at. Here is the Larkin Robin. Arcana is a pretty decent effect. I do prefer Spellbound a lot more, but Arcana is fine, I guess. And then you got the Madame Dixie. Where's Madame Dixie? There it is. It's a really nice Barrow hat. It's a chance a bit small, but painted white's always nice on a Scorching hat. And if you adjust it properly, it'll probably look better, but there it is. I have no idea why, but this guy randomly offered a deal for my green black hole Magistrate's mullet that's just insane. So he offered a green AG boxcar bomber and a dead President's Armored Authority. So if you just go off biodas, the boxcar bomber has a biota at like 73.36, and then the dead President's Armored Authority has a biota at 12. I was selling it for 80, why did he offer 86 almost in bots? So even if I sell it to bots, I'm making like 15 keys profit. I mean, I didn't even buy it to make profit, I just bought it. I bought it because I liked it and it goes with my Scorching Flames, the Party Phantom, but that's crazy. But if I sell this for quick sell price, which is like realistic, I can get 77 for this and I can get 12 for the Armored Authority. So that is already like 18.5 keys profit. Why do you even offer me this? It looks alright, not the best hat, but Green AG is a nice all-class hat effect. And then the Soli hat, where is it? Bit laggy today, but I do not like Dead Presidents, but it's a nice hat. Gonna quick sell it to a bot probably. I hate Dead Presidents with a burning passion. And so like one day after getting it, I sold my Green AG Kills exclusive for 192 keys pure. That is 7 keys profit, not too bad. I had listed at 205, but this guy's added me to negotiate and happy to let it go for 202. Because I did have better hats that I was using, so didn't really need it too much. This guy originally offered 135 for this hazmat headcase the day after I actually owned it and listed it. But I counted and he was able to do 140. So yeah, it's pretty sick. It's 10 keys profit in like one day as well. What's with all those pure sales recently? It's kind of weird. This has got to be the riskiest trade I've ever made, but I'm buying a Morning Glory Soldered Sensei. It's a sniper misc, and it's the only one on the market for 355 keys pure. This guy reserved it for me for 1 day, and I'm thinking that 355 from Morning Glory misc is really good. Even if it's a robo misc and it does not look good at all, still sick. There is a price suggestion at 250 to 350, but those were lowball sales, so I don't think it'll go through. Or if it does go through, it'll just bump the price anyway, and there's no chance I'm selling for that. Especially because Morning Glory should be above like burning or whatever. Like even if you compare it to like an energy, like green energy or something, the sales are at 400 on this, and this is for pure only. And like the Soldered Sensei is a really weird hat because the price is all over the shop because there's like none in existence. So this is 103, and I'll show you what it looks like. So here it is. When it's painted black, it doesn't look too bad. The Disco Beatdown one I had that was painted lime was absolutely horrendous, but it actually goes really well with the Lark and Robin. I never thought that I'd pair Arcana with Morning Glory, but apparently it looks pretty good. I did really like this hat. It was the Ooze Frodo and Orange Footprints and Voices from Below Freaking Sweet Ninja Hood. But it was time to go. I've had it for like 2 months. Yeah, so this guy was really interested in it, and he offered, I think it's 160 pure, Team Spirit Footprints Bill's hat, which I valued at 10, and Rebek's Taunt, Spec KS Scattergun Kit, and a Snack Attack. So he's basically offering 176.5 pure, because I could probably easily get 10 keys out of this. And I basically, I listed this at 180 after listing it 200 for like a month or something. But I basically paid like 140 for this. So yeah, I did get it off a bargain trade because this was off a collector, but was not expecting to sell it for this low, I guess. Was expecting to sell it for like 230 originally because that wasn't what the collector paid for it. Kinda sad he paid so much though. Just sold the Armored Authority and a bunch of other stuff I was not using to arcade.tf because they were offering just above bots. So yeah, there's no chance of me selling it for even the scrap above bots, so yeah, it just got dumped to bots as well. So I'm not sure why, but this guy dumped his Dark Doorway Defragmenting Hard Hat to me for 150. Originally asked for 155, but he just negotiated down to 150 by himself basically. But yeah, Dark Doorway is a sick effect and it's an assassin grade hat. I mean, the buyers aren't that good, but there was a price suggestion at 147 to 190, so pretty good buy, I'd say so myself. Especially because I can probably get like 200 on it pretty easily. Here it is. I've never actually owned this hat, but it does look pretty nice. And Dark Doorway is, I'm gonna say it's like one of my top 3 effects. Like, besides Iridescence and Frozen Icefall, it's gotta be my favorite effect. I mean, if you could get Frozen Icefall and more hats, that'd probably be my favorite, but yeah, right now it's only on really kind of air hats, or it's just like 1000+ keys, kind of weird, but yeah. So a clean solo appeared on the Scorching Leopardi Phantom, so I'm just quick selling it for 436. This guy really wanted it, and so 436 is fine by me. I mean, I could have made profit if I sold this for 350 anyway, so more profit I guess. I was hoping to get 450 originally, but because Lucifer was willing to sell for 450 and it's clean, I think that it's not really worth that much anymore. And I guess the burnings are going for like 320 now, so it's kind of risky. So I just quick bought Purple Energy Puffy Polar Cap for 34 keys pure. It's only half a key above bots and it's a nice effect. It is for heavy, so I'm just going to probably really quick sell it, but there is 2 bots at 38, so I mean, yeah, the bots here are kind of yikes, so if I have to quick sell it, I'll quick sell it for 34 again, but yeah, let's hope it doesn't go down to 27, that would be horrible. I kind of thought it was for heavy, but apparently it's for sniper. I mean, that means it probably won't go down, but it does look like a heavy hat. So you know how I said the Morning Glory Solid would probably be risky? Yep, it's not risky at all. I got paid 365 keys and a strange Australian sniper rifle, so it's 400 full pure. That's what I had listed at, so I'm happy with that. This guy said he enjoyed my trading series, so that might have been why he bought it, but it looks like a sniper main, so yeah, glad I picked this up, I guess. And thanks for the trade. Picking up another low tier Purple Angie based male billycock for Spy for 27 keys pure. It's not the nicest hat for Spy, but Purple Angie low tiers are pretty easy to sell. It's like 2 keys above bots, so should be fine. I mean, it looks fine, it goes pretty well with the double cross comb, but I mean, it's not the best hat at all, especially with this thing poking out the back of it. Shouldn't be too hard to sell, I guess, so if I sell it for 29. I'm literally quick selling this bubbling fried batter for bots because I do not want it. It is horrible. I've had it for so long and no one was interested in it at all. I literally listed it at buy orders as Steam Community Market and no one was buying it. So yeah, 7 keys. Glad to get rid of this. It did not look good at all. Someone finally picked up the Dark Doorway tank top that I was quick selling for 30. Bought this for 28, sold it for 30. I mean, I like the effect a lot, but it's a tank top. I mean, come on, it's a tank top, it looks horrible. So Team Captain was just selling a Smoking Gym Rat, just bought it for 8. He just wanted to get rid of it quick, I think, so 8's fine for it. I'm just going to risk quick sell for 9 or something. I mean, I can just sell on it for like a few weeks if I need to, but I will get 9 eventually. Sold my Scorching Flames Madame Dixie for 56 keys. Sinister Staining, Freaking Sweet Ninja Hood, and Chromatic Corruption, Uncraftable Cronestone. So I priced the Ninja Hood like 2, and then 56, and then I priced this Cronestone about 8. So 66 keys. There was a bot at 67, and I was selling for 67, so that is fine. As long as I sell this Cronestone for between 8 and 10, I'll be making quite a bit of profit. If I even need to quick sell this, I'm still making profit because I got this for basically bots in a downgrade offer. So I think I'll be fine. So literally an hour later, after I listed this at 2, it just sold for full pure. I mean, I guess I was selling it too cheap because it is sustaining on a decent scale hat, but the paint region is horrible. I do not know. It should have been like the face mask or something, or even the bandana, but it's horrible. The paint region is non-existent almost. So you see, I spent a lot of keys on something, and it's something that I'm probably going to keep for at least a few months, because it is one of my dream hats. It's a Dark Doorway Caribou Companion. I bought this to keep for the main part, so I'm only going to sell it if it's a really good offer. But this is probably going to be the end goal for the series in terms of an all-class hat. So I'm probably going to get this, and I'm going to kit out my scout. So I'm going to get like a professional killstreak Australian scattergun, and maybe try and get a community sparkle legal morph, or just a professional killstreak one if they're too expensive, and then maybe like a nice unusual bat, and then maybe just get a beat down bonk boy if I can get that. But yeah, Dark Doorway is insane, and it's 1 of 1. This is the first sale in how long? Like 2 years? No, 3 years? That's insane. I think this guy also needed keys or was clashing out or something. Selling this for 700. I'm going to negotiate down to 600 keys. So 600 keys for a hat that looks this good. I mean, I wish it was the rotation sensation. I'm trying to get the Dark Doorway rotation sensation at the moment, but he hasn't responded so far, because I think it's a collector, but this will probably be the end goal at the moment. But if I get the rotation sensation, I mean, I'll definitely trade this in like 500 or something for it, or something like that. So yeah, but I'll show it looks like again. So here it is. I mainly bought it for the fact that it is all class, because there was literally no all class Eldritch opening or Dark Doorway hats for sale at all. Like, I couldn't even get the translator. Like, I asked him and he wouldn't even take 700 keys for it, so yeah, I guess this is the next best thing. Not my favorite, I guess, but I mean, it's the best I can get. And it also goes really well with the Chromatic Corruption double cross I got right now. I mean, if I somehow manage to chase up a Disco Beat down Pull for Antlers, I will show you the combo, because it did look pretty good in loadout.tf, but I just love Dark Away, it's so good. Anyway, I'll probably put a poll in the description of, like, I might do a trading series like next year or something, and if you guys want me to start from a certain amount, I will just leave it a poll in the description and you can just vote on how many you want me to start on. That is so good. Just made a pretty good trade for the Arcana Larkin Robin. I sold it for an Arcana Birdcage and 90 keys pure. This guy previously offered, I think it was 360 on when Banter owns the Larkin Robin, and I was probably going to take this, but he didn't have pure, so I added him to negotiate, and this is probably way better than 360 because he literally bought this for 300 pure, so it's basically 390. I'm probably going to look to resell this for 300 because I do think he overpaid for it a bit, but still. I also got a price suggestion out of it, so like I'm basically getting like 360 keys in value anyway, even if you average this out, and the 240 sale is low. So I think I made a pretty good deal. Also doesn't look half bad. I don't really play Pyro at all, but the Birdcage isn't a bad hat, I guess, and it's the only non-robo Arcana for under like 400 keys. So I'm gonna try and get at least 300 pure out of it, or like 400 in items. I've already got offered like 350 items, but they were kind of trashy. Like, I did not want the items he was offering, to be honest. So this guy was looking to buy my Purple Angie Puffy Polo Cap to keep. So he wanted me to add 3 keys and for a Fragmenting Photons missing piece. So 3 keys of the buyers, like I'm basically paying, well, I paid 34 for the Polar Bear, so I'm basically paying just above bots for it. So I'm paying 38 for it. I'm just gonna really quick sell it for 39 or something because it's not my favorite hat, even though it's good effects. So 1 key profit's not too bad though. Here it is. This is going to be one of the most underrated effects in the game because it does look very nice. It looks like a very high tier effect, but because there's so many unboxed and it's not a very nice hat, it costs like nothing. But if I had this on, let's say, a rotation or something, I guarantee it'll be like 400 keys within a year, even though it's like about 150 now. So I saw Podango was selling his Violet Footprints Cladding Whoopee Cap for 170, and I added him and offered him 140 pure, and he just wanted something on top of that, so I added my Pumpkin Bombs Killstreak Vintage Southern Hospitality. I've had this forever, so I'm glad to get rid of it. I hated it. I was valuing this at 3, so I basically paid 143 for this. So it's not the best deal when you look at bots, it's like 12 keys above bots, but there's a dupe sale at 170 and it's not spelled, and the other clean ones are at 185 and 250. So I think because this has a footprint spell, I should be able to get like at least 160 pure out of it, even though it's duped. Although the Whoopee Cap isn't really my favourite scout hat, Cloudy Moon has to be one of my favourite effects. It's just so nice and clean. It's really simple and I like it more than most other effects that are really flashy, but yeah, I already have other scout hats I prefer of this, so I'll probably just sell it for cheap or something. So this guy was interested in my Team Spirit Footprints Bills hat. I was going to keep this, but I had it listed at 12 anyway. And this guy offered what I thought was a really shit offer when I actually took it. I thought it was just a bunch of trash hats, but you'll see in the future why it's not a bad offer at all. So he offered a Mass Fly Snack Stack, the most themed hat in existence because Mass Flies and Sandwich obviously. The Exorcism Killstreak Reserve Shooter. I think it's for Soldier and Pyro. I'm probably gonna quick sell this. A key, and then the Black Painted Rusty Reaper. I mean, I kind of just asked him to add anything because I was happy with these 3, but he seemed happy to add this, so I don't know what it's worth because it's got the weirdest paint region ever, but Oh well. I valued this like 8 in the trade anyway, so I'm making profit no matter what. Even if I quick sell this, I can get like 8. I can get like 2, 1, and then maybe like put 4 of a key for this, so 3 keys profit, not too bad. So this is a weird part about the trade. You see these values? There was a bot at 12 keys on the sandwich and buyers at 8, but someone paid 11 keys and 24 ref. And I literally had this listed at 2, like 1 or 2 days, and no one was interested at all, and then someone paid 4 keys and 10 ref. That's crazy. That's 15.5 keys just by itself. So if you add it to the previous offer, it's almost 17 keys for a hat that was worth maybe 12 keys. Why would someone pay almost 12 keys for a mass fire snack stack? You gotta be insane, mate. I'm just getting rid of 2 of my low tiers. I had no luck selling, I didn't really like it all. So my Sir Pumpkinton with Dead Presidents in my Purple Confetti Industrial Festivizer. Just selling it for 28 keys and like about 45 ref. I mean, I was trying to sell this to bots, but the bots kept moving down, so I just quick sold this. And the Purple Confetti Industrial Festivizer, I mean, I could have waited, I could have got 14. But like, I'm not waiting for like another few days just to get 5 ref. It doesn't really matter to me much more. And here's one of the strangest offers I've ever got. So this Cloudy Moon Croc of the Slatch, I had it listed at 185 for like 2-3 weeks. I kind of liked it, so I was kind of just like chilling on it and waiting for a full pure offer. I moved it up to 250 pure because like, I mean, the buyer just moved up like a few keys, and I was moving up to 250 to hopefully get 250 in item offers. But then this guy went ahead and offered 240 keys full pure, even though I had it listed for like several weeks at 185. I have no idea, but I'm so lucky I managed to get this. It's 75 keys profit. It's not even a high tier, it's just like, it's kind of like a mid-high tier effect on a good sniper hat, but still. Oh my lord. Don't know what's with my luck lately, but happy that happened. Found this guy selling this pretty good hat for Soldier. It's a Head of Steam brass bucket for 35 keys pure. And I just offered him 31 and he instantly accepted it, so I mean, I think it's a pretty good deal. Head of Steam's a pretty underrated Halloween effect, and brass bucket's a nice kind of Dark Souls hat, so I mean, buyer's not too bad, but I can just list it at 35 and I'll get a pure offer within like a few weeks, I guarantee it. If I don't, I'm just happy to keep this because it is pretty nice. Not a bad hat at all, and the effect is pretty nice. I mean, I have better soldier hats, but for 35 keys, this is definitely my best price range, but yeah, I mean, if I listed this at 50, I'll probably eventually get an offer in like a few months, but yeah, I think 35 is fine for it. So I was originally trying to buy Braxol's Cloudy Moon Tavish Crown, but then I added the clean seller, and he said he could do 175 surprisingly. He had it listed at 250, but he just like instantly went down to 175. I mean, I actually really like this hat. Like, it's probably one of my favorite demo hats. Like, it's not my favorite, but this has been rising crazily. Like, besides the regulator, it's been going up insane. Like, I mean, the bots aren't the best one at the moment. But if you look at a higher tier effect, but not that much higher, you look at like Secret, it's got buyers at 200, sells at 375 and all that. So I'm pretty sure I made a pretty good buy here. I mean, I like the hat and it's one of my favorite effects, so I'll probably just keep it for a few months if I have to. Here is the Tavish's crown. I do like it a lot, so yeah, unless I get 250 pure for it, I'm just gonna keep it. And like, I'll definitely get 250 pure eventually because the prices are skyrocketing recently. So yeah, I'll just list at 250, I think. So I think this person was really interested in my Burning Flames Hong Kong cone. He offered a Stormy 13th hour backed by Spillycock and 80 keys initially, and after renegotiating he accepted 90 keys. But the thing is, he actually paid 300 pure for this, so he's technically paying 390 pure for the Hong Kong cone, which I'm not sure why he did, considering there's literally sells at 370 on this. But I mean, there's a price suggestion at 300 from his sale, but it is duped, so I think that I could realistically get like 270 for this. That is still like 360 pure, so that's like at least 30 keys profit. That's pretty good. Stormy 13th hour, to be honest, isn't my favorite effect. Like, I think it's a bit overpriced, but it definitely does look good on Spy. It's probably better than Secret and maybe better than Cloudy Moon, but in price wise it's way higher than everything else besides maybe Harvest Moon. So I mean, I hope that it's going to be easy to sell. I've already had some interest in it, but it's mainly just low balls and overpriced stuff. So this might have been a bit of an impulse buy, but I saw this Stormy 13th hour Chromatic Corruption Fed Fighting Fedora, and I kind of just wanted it, so I paid 400 pure for it. He wasn't actually selling it, but I managed to convince him to take 400 pure, so it does have Chromatic Corruption, and so that is basically themed with the effect color, so I think that if I decide to sell it, I can get quite a bit of profit on it. The buyers are at like 325. It is the only clean one, the other one's duped. And I've already had offers like 450 items for that kind of low ball again. Got a price suggestion out of this because he bought it like 5 months ago, so yeah, the price is definitely good up since 4 months ago. So I'm thinking that like 500 should be fine for this. Like, I might keep this until I get a good offer on it because I do not mind it at all, especially in servers because you can see Chromatic Corruption on it. Though you can't see the spell here because it's not on the server. It is Stormy 13th, so it's pretty nice. I don't have anything to combo with it unfortunately because I've been trying to get a good scout misc. Like, I tried to get the green black hole bonk boys first, but no one was selling it for no matter the price. Then tried to get the disco beatdown bonk boys, but everyone wants the price of a burning, which is ludicrous, but obviously I'm not getting one of those. I'd probably just rather get like a disco beatdown antlers or something at this point, but yeah. So I think I just made a pretty good deal. I bought this Knife Storm Firewall helmet for what is basically 300 pure. So I was selling this for 270 at a quick sold price, and then 30 keys on top of that, so that's 300. The buys are at 250, it's 1 of 1, and it's a pretty decent pyro hat. It's not my favourite pyro hat, but it is also Knife Storm. I've already had an offer of 300 pure, so I can't lose no matter what. And hopefully I'm going to finish the deal with the guy because he was offering like a green black hole front runner and keys on top. But I'll show you what it looks like in game. I mean, it's not my favourite hat. Like, Pyro definitely has better hats, but there is definitely way worse hats for Pyro as well. I think this is the only decent Knife Storm Pyro hat for sale that's like not 500 keys at least, so I mean, I'd probably get 350 pure if I wait a bit, but don't know, I might just take 325 or something. Also made another huge purchase. You see 525 keys pure. I paid all of this after reserving it for a day. I managed to get this Knife Storm Scout Hermes with double spells. It's got Spectral Spectrum and Bruised Purple Footprints. I mean, it's got to be one of the best effects, like the most pricey effects, and it's a decent Scout hat. And the only decent Scout hat for sale that was even remotely cheap to this was the, I think it was Flip Trilby for like 1,500. And I mean, I did want it, but I'm not paying 1,500 for it. And I guess there was like a weird pirate hat, I don't even know what it's called, something Blackhorn. It was selling for like 600, but this is definitely a better hat and it is double spelled. I mean, the buyers obviously aren't the best, but I'm thinking I can get way more than 525 for it. 1 of 3, not too bad. I'll show what it looks like in game. Not too bad. The paint region on it is just the goggles, so it's not the best thing to have a spell on, but Bruised Purple Footprints does go kind of themed with Knife Storm, and I've never actually owned a Knife Storm on a class I actually play. Like I play solely in Scout mainly, so I mean I might keep it, but like I prefer not to keep something so expensive. I'll probably just go with the Time Warp Trilby for now, because I think I like them equally now, but this is like 500 keys less. So I just paid 66 for an iridescent Spirifier. I had a biter of 66 on it, so I'm basically just getting it for bots. I was not really using my pure, but this guy randomly offered this to me, so I can't really decline it. Like, there's literally a bot at 66.02. I guess he just didn't want to sell it to a bot. But I could easily get 70 on this, or if I wait, probably 80. It's a pretty sick effect though. I don't think I've owned an iridescent Spirifier before, but I've owned multiple iridescent real fly hats, and they've sold pretty well. And this is a better hat than that, so pretty sure I can get some sick profit on this. If not, I'll just quick sell it for 70 or something. So this guy, Trillo, really wanted to buy my Green Energy Boxcar Bomber, and he didn't have the keys, so I agreed to do Steam Market Funds. So he paid $248 Australian. So like that, he paid way more than that because of Steam fees, but I got $248 Australian. So by the price of keys was like $3.15 at the time of that, so if you just divide that by $3.15, he basically paid 78.7, which is decent. I mean, I would have taken like 78 on it, but he was overpaying a bit because it was in Steam Market Funds. But yeah, I'm pretty happy to get rid of this. With those Steam Market Funds, I made some pretty sick purchases. So I bought this green confetti rotation sensation. I bought it for $62.60. So if you divide that by 3.15, that is 19.87. The good thing about that is it's literally below bots. I have no idea why he sold it below bots, considering he probably got 15 for it. But I guess he was just a non-trader or something, because I did not know why it was listed that low. And then you have the Anger, which is a Blizzard Storm one. It's pretty sick. If you count it by what I paid, so I paid 126.5, divide that by 3.15, so I paid 40 keys for it. If you look at the bots for it, this is what comes up. Yep, so the bots are at 40, so I'm literally paying bots for it, or a few ref above bots, but that's insane for like a mid-tier kind of sniper hat. And if you look at like Stormy Storm, which is normally a lower tier effect, there's literally bots of 52. So I think I made a pretty killer deal on that. I have no clue why people are selling for lower than bots on Steam Community Market, but I guess you can take advantage of that now. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. I'll probably have the other part up next week at the same time this is released, so hope you guys enjoyed and see you next time.